When looking at two different websites, even a non-professional can tell which one looks good and which one looks bad. One of the key factors for any UI to look good is typography. You can use only black and white colors, but if your typography is good, it will make a success for the entire 80% of the UI. Not every school teaches these things, and I also had lack of this knowledge in my early years of design career. Today I will show you several tricks, and by the end of this video you will significantly improve your typography skills. In this lesson I will use this random design for every trick that I'm gonna show you today, just so we can compare before and after at the end of this video. So fasten your seatbelts, hit the like button and let's start the ride. The first thing I want to talk is text alignment. You might have seen long paragraphs of text with center alignment here and there, and I can assume it wasn't the best reading experience. For each line of text you read, you have to find its beginning. In total you spend a lot of time for this simple action. But it doesn't mean that you have to avoid center alignment at all costs. Many companies successfully use it. Just remember the rule of thumb. No center alignment for text longer than 3 lines, and another rule is not mixing different types of alignment in a single block of text. For example, don't make the heading center aligned and the paragraph of text next to it left aligned. The next thing is spacing. Spacing is one of the most neglected parts of UI design by young designers. Beginners tend to put things closer, being afraid that the visitor won't find the next part. Give the information some room to breathe. Another very important thing to pay attention to is the distance between neighboring elements. For example, the distance between heading, the block of text, and the previous block of text. Heading for the text below should be closer to body text than the text above. The same applies to other elements like menus and logos. In general, elements that are in relation have to be closer to each other than to other elements around them. Now let's talk about line height. Line height stands for distance between lines of text. If we take a look at some well-known companies' websites, we'll notice some patterns. The line height has value of font size multiplied by 1.3 to 1.5. We see it at Airbnb, Twitter, Apple. Usually the bigger the font size, the less this multiplier value is. For example, the multiplier value is less for big headings than for the body text. I'd recommend to use values like 1.1 to 1.3 for your headings and 1.3 to 1.5 for your body text. Another cool way to improve your typography is to adjust letter spacing. Letter spacing is the distance between two characters. The thing with letter spacing is that nice-looking headings usually look great because they have negative values. But if you start applying it to normal text, it quickly becomes unreadable. My general recommendation here would be to use negative 1 to 3% for headings. Now let's talk about hierarchy. The common mistake here is to use a lot of fonts with a lot of font sizes in one design. This results in your design looking messy. Take a look at this example. My advice here will be start with one font and try to stick to 2 or 3 font sizes. Use font weight and subtle color changes to indicate hierarchy. Now let's see how all these tricks improved our initial design. Pretty nice, right? If you learned anything new today, I would be happy to read it in the comments. I also have other design topics that I'm talking about on this channel, so don't hesitate to check them as well. In the meantime, subscribe for more videos in the future. Have a great day and see you soon.